told me you like to segment the season in 10 games. So if you kind of do that now, what's the difference in the last 10 years?
A lot of improvement. We talked about it today, the numbers. We talked about it in Louisiana, where we ranked coming into the season based on last year and last year's, and a lot of 27 to 30 range, and now we are top 5 in a lot of areas. And so, the change and the buy-in has been great, and look at the numbers. Number 1 transition defense, 30th or whatever last year. Number 4, I think, in turnovers versus 29th last year. And so all those things tie in. Good effort, proud of where we're at, but we still got a ways to go. And trying to find
that. You just heard the Coach of the Year comment walking by. How would you evaluate yourself through these first 10 games?
It's not about me, honestly. It's about our guys and the growth. One thing I mentioned was figuring out the team. That's one thing I took from my first year in Boston was learning our team quicker and getting to the things that work well for us. And I feel like myself and my staff have done that, and we can kind of zero in on some things. And so from that standpoint, I think it's been good. But the bottom line is they got to buy in and improve in those areas, and they've done a great job so far.
Coach, does a layoff like this hurt your momentum in what you have going on and what you all have going on right now?
No, I don't think so. It's a chance for us to continue to build on things we've done well, reiterate a lot of points, and get a chance to, you don't get a lot of practice time in the NBA and this time of year. And so to have these 3-4 days off, we get to tighten up some things and get a ton of shots in and really start to focus on this road trip. And so I don't think so. Guys will stay fresh. We got workers on this team, and take advantage of this time for us to get better.
When you first saw the schedule, when it first came out, and you saw it a little more than 2 weeks at home with this gap, was there an opportunity there to do training camp stuff even during the season? Was there a value to that?
Yeah, I think with being at home, but for me, I don't put a lot of stock in home versus road. We didn't win our first 2 road games, but we played well enough to win in San Antonio. So I didn't, we had a tough schedule on paper, with the teams that we had coming in our home, and more so let's just focus on that. The teams we're playing, so I don't know any different being on the road at home in terms of what kinds of things, but I would say there's a lot of stock on being home to practice.
Well, I wasn't even, okay, yeah, that kind of is, I was talking about the days between games, but I guess it's the same answer. It doesn't matter, you use a gym everywhere.
Home and on the road, and based on 3 and 4 nights and things we can do in between. So, we get a chance to get some practices in with games every other day, and obviously it's 3-day break here at the same, so it doesn't get any much different on the road.
Do you have this? Obviously no scrimmaging, but other than that, is this almost like a training camp practice, what we saw?
Yeah, we got to saw the end of it, I think, but the beginning we got to do some things that we may not get a chance to hit all the time later this season. So you want to take advantage of those 2-day breaks and fine-tune a few things that we've done well. And like I said, we don't want to gloss over that because we're doing them well. We want to continue to build on those and reiterate those points.
Every coach says the hardest thing to handle is when you start winning. Success. A lot of these dudes have not had a lot of success, particularly here. What's your message to them and how to continue that success?
Continue to do what got you here. We're 9 games in, so it's not a whole lot of season that's been played so far. We've been good in the last few games, but even I mentioned it going into the Laker game, coming off those Sacramento wins, that we had a lack of focus on one of the practices, and it was probably our worst practice. So we kind of buckled down and got better and shoot around that day for the Laker game, and we came out, with a good edge to us. And so just continue to put them back on track when they get there. And I think not only myself but the veterans do a good job of helping them understand like we haven't done anything yet.
Coach, with this break, will you get a chance to also see some of the Vipers games? And when you all sent Cam Whitmore down, was that just for him to get more touches, get more run, and get acclimated to playing?
Yeah. We obviously are monitoring him very closely, watching the games, watching his minutes. And to your point, it was, we looked at the schedule, a chance that we're at home. He can get 3 games in, the 2 in Memphis and then 1 in Austin, and a week of work, a lot of practice time because we were playing every other day, so not a lot of practice there. And then he comes back and they don't play for a week, so he can come back here and join the group. So we kind of planned it out strategically of what we wanted to do, with a chance for him to get 3 really good games and some practices.
Do you have an update on Amen?
No.
Despite not having anybody in the top 100 in block shots, she's still top 5 in defensive rating after finishing 29th last season. What does that say about the overall team defense?
Yeah, I mean, this goes with our motto a little bit, you know, of making them make plays and not run plays. And so our switching takes some teams out of the chances to attack the basket and, you know, keep those bodies in front of bodies. You don't have to rim protect as much. And so, you know, we don't rely on that. And then we are in pick and roll in the more traditional coverage. We want our bigs to be up a little bit and our guards to work their way over. So it's not reliant on rim protecting only. It's more so the individual one-on-one defense. And I think we're doing a lot better. We showed some good clips of us against Denver, specifically in the second half, how we cleaned up some things that they hurt us with in the first half. So all of our communication, talking, and switching on and off ball has been better.
So with that in mind, then, I think three-point defense is first. Corner three defense is way better than last year. Is that a lot of it, the mindset or the motivation of the scheme that you're using, body on body? Or is that the result of it?
Yeah, and I think traditionally if you switch and switch correctly, you take away a lot of three-point shot. An area that hurt us last year was three-pointers and pick and roll. We were by far the worst at it. A lot was, you know, guards getting caught on screens with the big being so far back. Well, if you switch those, you take a lot of those away and try to make guys beat you one-on-one, where I think we're pretty good at guarding those actions.